la 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 la. Oh, la 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 la. Oh, la 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 la. Oh, la 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 la.
Hi, my name is Darren Langenhoven. I am the founder of I Am Man, and I would like to welcome you guys back to I Am Man for our episode on respect. Gentlemen, as you can see, I am a proudly South African man right here. And in South Africa, we have so many diverse people, we have various cultures, and I can say to you that all of these cultures that we have definitely have an input on how we can become better men and what it is to be a man. So one thing I have learned throughout these various cultures and that we all speak about is respect. This is one common ground, one silver thread that goes through each and every culture. Respect to a man is fundamental. It is a factor that is very important to us and in our journey of manhood. So the question we have to ask ourselves, gentlemen, is what is respect to me and what is respect to you? I've dived down into this and I've understood that respect actually comes down to acknowledging a person, acknowledging their deeds, acknowledging who they are, acknowledging what they believe in, their religious status, whatever it may be. Every human being on earth wants to be seen and they want to be known for who they are and praised for who they are as a person. So that's where respect to a man comes from. In everything that we do as men, it is an extension of ourselves. If I'm a carpenter and I create a piece of art, when people see that, they either praise it or they don't. And when they do praise it, it brings me joy because it brings me a certain level of you've acknowledged my creation. You've acknowledged my art. You've seen me because that's an extension of myself. So that is very close to reputation as well, gentlemen. That's why we say make sure you have a good reputation because that's how you're going to get respected.
Big thanks to Edgar's for this week's suit. First, let's talk about this white shirt. It's crisp, breathable, and it pairs perfectly with the suit. Next, this olive suit jacket is a real standout. Sleek and comfortable, perfect for any occasion. And these olive suit pants complete the look. Stylish and comfortable with a modern fit. Guys, check out Edgar's for your next wardrobe upgrade. Comfort in style.
Now let's go a little bit deeper into culture and how important respect is to us. And I'll give you guys an illustration in regards to when you go and visit another man at his house. Now, gentlemen, we know that as men, we are the leaders and the fathers of our house. So whenever another man enters our house, it is important that that man respects the customs that we have in our place. You see, so for you as a visitor, it's very important for you to understand that when you enter that man's house, you are entering his customs and you must respect those customs. So what could those customs be? It could be him having a time or certain things that he does within the house. It could be prayer. He could call his family to pray together at a specific time, and you as the visitor will join in that just to respect that custom because he is the man of the house. And that's what you are actually doing as a man, is you are acknowledging him and saying, I respect that you are the man of this house. I acknowledge your customs. I see you and I respect you. So that's basically what we mean by respecting a man and acknowledging him in that sense. So now I would like to take you to the different levels of when to understand how you as a man can get respected and when to know that you still need to work for that respect. We need to understand as well that there are different levels of respect, and these levels differ in terms of whether it's professional based or whether it's personal based. A relationship with a spouse or siblings, or a relationship when it comes to your job. So these are different levels of respect that we have in life, and you would need to know how to apply and work in certain areas to gain respect from these different aspects in your life. So I'm going to use an example where we have two sides of a man. We have what you call the carnal man, and then we have the conscious man. The carnal man is a man that feels entitled to respect as soon as he reaches a certain age, as soon as he maybe looks a certain way. Maybe he looks buff and looks strong, and he immediately feels that because he's that buff and is that muscular, he deserves to be spoken to in a certain way. You see, that's the carnal man. Then we have the conscious man. The conscious man knows that in order for him to be respected on a certain level, he needs to work for it. The question that you need to ask yourself, where are you right now? Are you behaving as a carnal man, or are you behaving as a conscious man? So, to just get a little bit more personal with you within my life, I am the youngest sibling within my family, which means that being the youngest sibling in my family, it's a little bit difficult to get respect from the elder siblings. One, because you are the one that is always looked at as whose opinion really doesn't matter because you're still young, you're still learning, you're inexperienced. You see, this is something that I personally had to deal with growing up. And as a man, I had a carnal way of thinking. I felt that as soon as I reached the age of 16, I'm a man, and now I need to be respected, I need to be talked to as a man. And this is the carnal behavior that I carried for quite some time, until I understood that for me to gain respect from others, I need to work for it, or I need to earn it in some type of way. You see, and an incident happened in my life that I would like to share with you guys. It happened at a time that I was maybe 18, well, it was 2018, I would say. I was in my 20s. And I was visiting my family from, I think it was a work thing that I did, and I came to visit my family at home. And at this time that I visited my family, the area that we live, gentlemen, it's a place where, you can expect to be visited at any time. It's a rural area, mixed, modern type of vibe, if I could say it that way. And I would sometimes expect my friends to come and visit at maybe late hours, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, it was normal at that time for me as a man to expect something like that. I was visiting at this place, and at 11 p.m. at night, I heard a knock at the door, and I was in the living room while they were at the back of the rooms. And while I was making my way to the door, I then opened the door. I was still in my pajamas, I had no shirt on. The first thing that came through was a guy with a knife. And at that moment, I knew exactly what was happening. And I started fighting these two guys that tried to break into the house. I noticed that they also had what you call these things to tie up people. So in that sense, they probably weren't expecting me to be there at that moment. And I fought these gentlemen, and I'm telling you, it was a hectic moment, but I overcame that fight, and they eventually ran away. And my sister and my mom came out, and they saw exactly what took place. So after this incident happened, automatically my siblings started respecting me. I didn't ask for respect no longer. I didn't feel that it was entitled to me. It was more of a sense that it just automatically took place. And I was no longer, my opinion was now considered, and it was no longer just pushed aside. The way I was spoken to was different as well. More of a sense that this is the man of the house. You see, and I realized in this moment that in order for me to get the respect that I so much seek, I need to work for it. And I need to earn it. And that's how the cookie crumbles, gentlemen. I need you to understand that for you as a man, as a conscious man, carry this with you going forward in your life. Work for the respect that you so much seek. If you are that guy that wants to win a 100-meter dash and you want to be the guy that wants to be praised for breaking world records, work for it. Earn it, and you will get the respect that you so much seek. Gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this episode of Respect of I Am Man. I am Darian Langenhoven, the founder of I Am Man, and I hope to see you on our next episode.